everyone, my name is SiC. Welcome back to Civilization 6. We are playing as Canada and we have made it almost to the halfway point there. Turn 201 out of 500. So, we have a whole new turn ahead of us. I haven't done anything yet. Let's start off with this builder who is going to build a lumber mill for +4 production. That's very nice. I really like the Canadian upgrades because you kind of start out on tiles where you think like, you know, the snow, it's kind of shitty. No one else would like to be here. But then Canada absolutely turns it into a strength with the builder upgrades. Anyway, we need amenities. Apparently Ottawa is still in need of amenities. Even though we have +3 in Toronto, you would think they would share that around a little bit, but apparently not. We could build a zoo. A bonus amenity extends to each city center within 6 tiles. And basically that would hit Quebec City, I think. Because it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep. And it would hit Ottawa as well. Now both of these cities need amenities. Montreal does as well. Winnipeg and Vancouver seem alright for the time being. And we have a discussion available. This is really weird, it just keeps popping up. And I don't want it. So, yeah, we have some money saved up. We could spend it on something, but I don't know on what. Maybe in Chicoito we can buy something that would be... Nope, never mind. That's quite expensive. We need to make more money. Definitely something we need to keep focusing on. We will allow a Scottish embassy. Yes, sure. Now we are producing a zoo in Montreal as well, which should help out Montreal. So we got 2 zoos coming up. See, Toronto expands further and becomes the largest city of our people.
Remember that politics, colonialism, imperialism and war also originated in the human brain. Alright,
so we got a couple of new diplomacies. We might want to switch those out actually, because some of these might be pretty good. Not that one. Let's see, what else? There's a bunch of new ones. This one, Native Conquest. Combat victories over units from earlier eras provide gold equal to 50% of the combat strength. It's kind of nice, but not really that great. I guess we'll slot in conscription again, because we're not at war, but we still have a sizable army. This one, Raj, could actually be pretty nice as well. +2 science, culture, faith and gold from each city-state you are the suzerain of. And trade routes to city-states receive +2 gold. That is actually kind of nice. Maybe, yeah, we want to keep this as well, I guess, but I don't know, man. Keep this. +2 food to production. It's not the strongest thing. I guess Raj would be better. So we'll slot that in and just leave it like that. Meanwhile though, we also unlocked the ice hockey rink, which does need to be built somewhere on... Well, actually, let's see. It should be in here. We also have the Cahokia mounts. Ah, there it is. +2 production, +6 culture, but there's no place that is recommended to us. So I'm not sure what the requirements are. We can actually look that up in here. Hockey. Requirements, snow hills, tundra hills. Alright, so we could build it pretty much everywhere. This should still be... well, this is volcanic soil, but it is still tundra. Maybe we can build it over there. Meanwhile though, we need to check out a new civic. We have access to fascism pretty quickly, which is an even more advanced government type than what we have right now, but it's not particularly the most important one for us. Except maybe the influence generation, that is kind of nice, and then at 200 points you earn free envoys. We have professional sports. We could start with something else. Humanism actually is a dead end, but it would give you access to archaeological museums, and that kind of stuff really does help out the culture game. So let's focus on that for just a moment. Let's see, where do we want to send our 2 envoys? We have Jerusalem. If we send one there, we would become their suzerain, which would help with our benefit card. But it's not particularly important because we don't have cities of holy sites, that we don't emanate any pressure like that. Hattusa, actually, this is, I think, the one. Oh, actually, no, that's also not one that we were working towards. What we were working towards? Nanmadol. Your districts on and next to coast or lake tiles provide +2 culture. That's actually pretty cool, and I think that works out well for us. So we are going to build influence with Nanmadol. And with that, they are now our allies, whereas before they were super annoying barbarians. So, we have the first large city. We are the city-states for suzerain, that's another era score. We have boosted urbanization. We have completed a city-state quest and earned an envoy for Geneva. And this keeps popping up, and I don't know why. Right, the coal power plant is done in about 4 turns, which is good news because then it will start powering.
More to the steam engine than the steam engine owes to science.
I think not just the city, but several other cities within range as well, if I remember correctly. Meanwhile, though, our settler has arrived, and we are going to settle the city of Brantford. All right. All right. What do we want to improve here first? I think. At this point, actually, we might want to buy a tile, like the horses. And of course, that should be the one that gets worked. For the extra food. The oil is actually nice, but I just need to have some food to grow our city more quickly. Meanwhile, Winnipeg is finished. And I think we're just going to go with a library, because it is pretty cheap. In Brantford, actually now we should be able to purchase something at the very least. Let's buy ourselves a monument. Then as for production, a granary, because we don't have a lot of housing. We only have 3 housing. So that's going to fill up pretty quick, I think. We need 310 gold in the treasury to upgrade you into a field cannon. Alright. We're not going to do that. We're going to fortify you over there, and then we're just kind of going to forget about you. Right, we could build an ice hockey rink over there. Actually, I think that's more likely to be successful, so that's what we're going to do. And that is it for this turn, so we'll just move on to the next. Meanwhile, though, we have Catholicism in Ottawa, in Montreal, in Vancouver, in Winnipeg.
The 4 characteristics of humanism are curiosity, a free mind, belief in good taste, and belief in the human race.
Alright. Alright, ooh, and we have success. We stole 272 gold from the city of Krakow undetected. That is super nice. I want to look it up. +1 food, +2 production, +2 horses per turn. That is super powerful. That is a great upgrade. Meanwhile, Kenneth over here has a promotion available. Now we can do seduction, counter spy. I don't do as much counter spying, to be honest, but could be useful. Breach dam, as if 2 levels more experienced. That could be useful as well. I don't see any dams along this river. And we have surveillance. When counter spying, all city districts are defended and +1 level at districts within 1 hex. That is actually pretty good. None of these are greatly aggressively important. Well, I guess there is a dam over in Karakoram, but they are our ally. We don't want to mess that up. There's nothing over here. Of course, there are some dams in other cities. that we could go to, like Rome, for example. We could slow them down. Actually, maybe that would be a good idea. Let's do satchel charges. The Wall River flooded. We need more amenities. Yeah, I fully realize that. Now with this done, I'm supposing we're not getting any oil yet. We could go to oil next. And as for civics, at this point urbanization could be good, but we don't have access to as many amenities as we need. So getting more population is not really that great of an idea. I think we're going to go with civil engineering. Gives us a governor title. We have some useful cards in here, and we could technically build the Statue of Liberty, which provides us +4 diplomatic victory points when built. And all your cities within 6 tiles are always 100% loyal. That is kind of nice as well, but not majorly important. It does seem Mexico City is becoming a free city in about 15 turns. They're losing to pressure from Poland, I guess. Ooh, we had some people going that way, actually. We are going to move our musketmen over here. Meanwhile, you could try stealing money again. It was successful. It's a good chance of success. And I'd like to have the money. It's quite useful. For obvious reasons. Keeping the population happy and productive. Alright, you can move up there. You are still moving in this direction. That is good. Now, where could we buy something and get access to more amenities quickly? We could build a city over here, a small one. Could we actually buy out a settler? 1,040 bucks. Huh. Wow. That is kind of crazy. We are not going to spend that kind of money. Ooh, and the Colossus is finishing next turn, as well as several other buildings. So we'll have some more interesting choices to make.
At Rhodes was set up a colossus of 70 cubits high, representing the sun. The artist expended as much bronze in it as seemed likely to create a dearth in the mines.
Nice, and this should give us access to another free trader. Rising smoke, humming machinery. The power of nature has been harnessed by Canada in the cause of power and progress. We get +3 arrow score. That is good stuff because I don't want to go into a dark age. Our knowledge of refining has advanced considerably.
That does not greatly respect one's wishes.
We do get a new free trader, and actually I'm going to transfer this one to Brantford. Meanwhile, it is time for our first hockey rink. Will provide us some extra culture, and of course we will get a arrow score boost as well, because it is our unique improvements. +4 arrow score. Truly, this ice hockey rink represents our civilization spirit and defines the landscape of our empire. Alright, so we are 2 arrow score away. Look at that. Awesome. Alright, as for Ottawa, we are now powered. We are doing pretty decently on production. We're still doing pretty decently on food production as well. But what do we need here? Like, the entertainment complex would be pretty good because we need amenities, and we have several tiles that I don't care too much about. I guess we could build an entertainment complex on that tile because we do need the amenities, and this, well, actually should be sharing pretty soon, but I don't think we can undo the entertainment complex because it's just going to stay there until it's finished, I think. Maybe not the best choice, but also not the worst choice. Anyway, let's see, we could go for an art museum or an archaeological museum. Now we do have several things around the world, ruins that we can dig up, like these two over here, for example, that will give us artifacts. And can we actually buy or build the guy that we need to the archaeologist is what I'm looking for, but we don't have an archaeologist in here at the moment, so maybe not the best of choices. We could go for the art museum. Provides us great writer points, great artist points. We have +3 great works of art slots, gets us +2 culture. Industrial zone. Not really the best, since we can build really good improvements on our tundra forest over here. A commercial hub. Meh. Let's go with the art museum. That's a pretty decent choice anyway. As for Vancouver, they're suggesting a campus. Not the worst choice in the world. We could buy this tile over here to have it nice and away from our thing, but yeah, we could do this for, let's see, an industrial zone over here. It would actually provide us +3. That's pretty good. A water park, because we need amenities. Could go with a water park as well, would be pretty cool. But not really immediately necessary. How are we doing on science production? Yeah, we're keeping up. We're doing well on culture production, actually. We're ahead of everyone in terms of culture. Maybe we could do with a warrior unit over here as well. Have a musket man on this side, just for a little bit of defense. It's not the worst idea. We finished building an old world wonder. We are the first resource consumed for power in the world. And unique tile improvement was built, as well as an increased trade route capacity. Which I think, actually with this one we're going to start from Ottawa, actually. Alright, we do have it. We just sent it to a different city, so we cannot use it. That's what's going on here. We cannot build the oil improvement yet, so then we're going for Mercury. It also provides us with an amenity, which we definitely do need. Ooh, catastrophic eruption. Damage tile 1. The campus. Come on.
Improvement makes straight roads, but the crooked roads without improvement are roads of genius.
Towards all wonders, towards builders, and newly trained builders again to actually build action. That's pretty nice, but not necessary at the moment. Alright, there we go. And we have the trade routes that we can start up. Now, where do we want to send you? Karakoram seems a little bit less powerful than before, maybe because we're sending too many. Lublin could be nice. Lots of money in other places, but I think for a growing city, actually, let's send it to Toronto. I think that will be pretty good. Anyway, we can start bombarding some ships over here for some free experience. Our cannon has finally arrived. St. Basil's Cathedral. +1 culture on all tundra tiles for the city. Ooh, that is really good. Should have went for that sooner. Alright, as for Toronto, we need to repair the campus once again. That volcano is really annoying. They want power over here as well. Toronto is not in need of power at the moment, but Quebec City does want some. So actually, we are getting +3 per turn. We are losing 1 per turn. So actually, we could do with another coal power plant. That will be absolutely fine. As for Winnipeg, can we actually purchase something here? And let's purchase a builder. We do need some improvements over here. And then we will go for a university. Now, governor titles. Let's see. Reina the Financier is in Winnipeg. So that is actually pretty good. If we could get Harbor Master. We do have a harbor here, I think. Do we? Don't we? No, we don't. We have a commercial hub, however. She also benefits that. Double adjacency bonuses. Emissary in Amani could be nice. Well established in a city-state, provides a copy of its luxury resources to you. Actually, this will be better because it will give us amenities that we don't have. Except this city doesn't have amenities. Oh, come on. We're keeping Geneva though because, well, the science is just better that way. You can see the range of the power in Ottawa. That's actually pretty cool. It's good to have that overview. You're going to fortify, and that is it. Your embassy is a welcome addition to our capital. Yes, indeed. You want furs for... No. No, Rome. That is not a good deal. The Bear Tree clan has been dispersed. Oh, that's over here. A gentle eruption. Now we have just fertilized tiles.
I don't like to commit myself about heaven and hell. You see, I have friends in both places.
Right, now we have theocracy. That is not a government we are going to switch to. Alright, that is the improvement that we have. Oh, and we have the turtles over here as well. That's the next thing to be improved for sure. Oh, they have the oil over here. Either they bought the tile or they were just quicker in establishing the cultural dominance there. We do have access to, what is this? Geothermal fissures. Ooh, that could be good for power later on. How are we doing on food? We're doing quite good on food. We need housing though. And we need mining. We need mines. Ooh. I guess we're going to attack these guys, and maybe I should send some backup. Let's move you over here to help out. And the musketmen, well, they're too slow to reach in time. At any rate, I think we'll be okay. We're still waiting on this guy to be able to form a fleet out of a naval unit. Maybe we should build a naval unit over here. Alright, as for the civics tree, we do need to research something. And we don't know where most things go, except the stadium. Professional sports could be pretty good, but we would need mass media into unrevealed, which we don't know what that is, but Broadway could be pretty good for us as well. Nationalism. Urbanization leads into nationalism, and something that is unrevealed at the moment. Let's go for that one because it's quick, and I want to see what else is there, because nothing really screams to me right now that like, oh, that's the one that we have to go for. Right, we're sticking with the monarchy for now. I would like to maybe go towards either democracy or communism. Fascism doesn't really benefit us that much, but the production per population in cities with governors is pretty good. The plus 10% science is actually pretty good. Discount on purchase of gold is also nice though. And trade routes to an ally or suzerain city provide +4 food and +4. Actually, this is really good. Yeah, actually democracy would be the way to go. And it fits Canada, of course. I mean, come on. And we're safe. We're going into a normal age once again. No. Now, we don't know actually when we're going into another era. That's fine. +3 production or +2 food. Do we actually need more food though? We're not growing really fast, but we're also at the maximum population. So, let's go with mine improvement for now. This guy retreated. That's good. And we get another free shot at the ship. And we'll reinforce. We'll rebuild the university. Ooh, that is nice. That destroys some improvements for Poland. Welcome, welcome stuff. All right, that is good as well, because now we are working this tile and we are working that tile for the food. Production is nice, the gold is nice, all of that very helpful. And then when we get our third population, they can start working either the mercury, I think, yeah, the mercury for sure. Need to keep an eye on it, if that is actually what's happening, but oh, and this turned into Nagasargamu. Okay. We are the first to meet them, which provides +2 production in the capital when producing units, which is nice. If we are the suzerain, land, combat, or support units are 20% cheaper to purchase, with gold for each encampment district building in that city. Meh. Not that great. Unfortunately, that means our free shots are now over. We'll put our cannon in Ottawa. We'll put our crossbowmen in Toronto. Ah, man, really, stop with the freaking... Ooh, Leonardo da Vinci triggers the Eureka moment for one random technology from the modern era. Workshops provide +3 culture. Ooh, that is very nice, actually. Knowledge of radio. All right. Now we do have a workshop. I don't think we can see the output right now, or maybe that goes into effect next turn. By now, though, Toronto has finally finished rebuilding the campus. So it is time to do something else. I think a factory would be good, and it will be automatically powered. So actually that would be an excellent choice. They want us to train in artillery, alright. Old great person recruited, alright. City-state completed with Preslav and Nanmadol. Oh, that's good. Reinforces our influence on Nanmadol. Actually, what are you doing with slingers? And also they still have the settler over here. And I wonder if we could levy their military, if we would also levy the settler. Because they are not going to settle another city. I don't particularly care about the military and having it, but actually, you know, what's really weird? They do have the one musketman, which, yeah, okay. But the whole time they've been like putting out really high-level units, and now they're putting out slingers. Like, what is up with that? Anyway, let's give this a try. Actually, or maybe I should save and I can reload if it doesn't work out, because it's a little bit, yeah, tricky. Alright, let's see what happens. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, well, now that we know, I can save my money. Let's see, special session again. Alright, you know what? Let's just give it a go. Let's see if it finally disappears after that. We will begin voting. Alright, Jadwiga was ravaged by a natural disaster. And you know what would be funny is, like, all the money that people give us, we just pass on to Jadwiga and we end up winning the aid request for Jadwiga. So we're just going to vote yes. We could just be like a funnel for the money. What? Oh, come on. They want to help her, but not me, huh?
If it weren't for electricity, we'd all be watching television by candlelight.
It's the Industrial Revolution and the growth of urban concentrations that led to a sense of anonymity.
Alright, well, we got access to neighborhood. That's nice. Now, we have Jadwiga as an on... Why are we -1? That's weird. Alright. Ooh, we could do refining. That gives us access to the oil well so that we can improve the oil over here. That would set us up nicely for the future, because we have several of these that we can improve, and then we could trade that out for money, I guess. As for the civics tree, what did we get access to? Mass media, fascism, scorched earth, not really that great, nationalism. Allows forming 2 identical units into a corps or fleet. Actually, that is pretty good. So actually, let's go for nationalism, just for the purpose of creating armies. Great merchant, Giovanni de' Medici, instantly builds a bank and market in this district. The bank gets 2 great work slots, which can hold anything. Oh, that is nice. Now, where to go though? You have a bank? Yes, you do. You only have a market. Yeah, so that would be the place to go to, I guess. It's going to take some turns to get there, but... The bent tree. Volcano becomes active. Alright, not my problem. Scored competition has begun. Old great person recruited. And we completed a quest for the Mogadishu city-state and earned 1 envoy. I don't know what we did, but... Alright, free envoys are always good. It's going to give us a bonus, I guess. Well, we could have a look. There's a lot of these guys now. Where's Mogadishu? Moderate flood. 5 damaged tiles, but 3 fertilized tiles. Alright, so we need to repair that one. Where's Mogadishu? Just because I want to know what kind of city it even is, and why can I not find it? Oh, there it is, a trader, and we get +4 gold in the capital. That is nice. And your trade units are immune to being planted on water tiles. That's actually pretty good as well. No, wait, you're going to fortify right there. You are going to improve this with fishing boats. More money for us. And we get a great admiral. +5 combat strength and +1 movement to Renaissance and Industrial Era naval units within 2 tiles. Grants 1 free copy of the luxury resource on this tile to your capital city. Gain 300 gold on standard speed. Alright, sure. Nice. Right, as for Ottawa, we have fixed our amenity situation. We will be growing, however, so I'm just going to continue on with an arena. Also for the tourism benefit, the culture, and it will provide us with +2 amenities for just 3 turns of work. That is really quick, and I like it. Seaports. Renaissance walls. Actually, at this point, St. Basil's Cathedral. Only on those 2 tiles, so it's not great. Statue of Liberty costs us the fish again, so really there's no great place to build anything here. But let's have a look. Privateer. 5 turns. Reveals naval raiders within sight range. With the ability to coastal raid. We could take care of some barbarians and things like that. So actually let's build a privateer, and we can use our great person to make a fleet out of it, so we'll get a second one for free. As for Vancouver, we don't need to build another settler because we don't really have anywhere to settle. Except maybe, yeah, we could settle over here, I guess. Would not be the worst thing in the world, but we might as well wait a little bit and purchase one. We could build a great lighthouse within 10 turns. It's okay. Water Park is better though. Provides a lot of amenities. It's a unique building. We have 0 amenities here. I think actually, yeah, that's the one that we're going to go for, and we are going to build it. I'm looking for a nice tile, but everything is close to industry. It's not really that great. We'll just build it there, I guess. Like for aesthetic reasons, it's not really that great. Otherwise, it's decent. Let's build some ancient walls over here so that we actually can shoot back at people if they pass by. And let us renew our bond of friendship. Let us also establish an embassy. Let us establish a military alliance. We'll go back to November Mazinga. We'll establish an embassy there. Declare friendship. Cultural alliance. Who else likes us? Scotland actually likes us. We can declare friendship. Ah, not now. Okay. But we'll build an embassy and we'll sow the seeds for the future. As for you, let's send an embassy your way as well. It costs us a fair amount of money, but it does give us influence there, or at least we can see a little bit more about what's going on. Impressed by any civilization that earns a golden age. Okay. As for an alliance, maybe we can go economic alliance with you. He does accept that, that is good. Just making friends everywhere in the world. It's important. Alright, meanwhile, our bombard has arrived. Our spy looks like he needs to escape. And what else? We are working on the refinement. We can actually go over here. In 2 turns we can build it. Or 3 turns we can build it. Unfortunately, we need to escape, which we successfully do. And that gives us enough money to actually probably buy a settler. Yes. Alright, that's good. We get another 2 envoys, which nobody is the envoy of Hattusa, or the suzerain of Hattusa. Provides you with 2 of each strategic resource per turn that you have revealed but not improved. That's pretty nice. And this will put +2 science in every library building as well. So it helps our science output. I don't think we became the suzerain just yet. So I guess we would need 1 more envoy there. And actually then they don't have a quest for us. Oh, gradient dust storm. Alright. Meanwhile, our settler has finished. And it seems we can safely build a city over here without influence of anyone else. Robert Bruce has finished the Potala Palace. Alright. And we really do need to repair this area. Do we have a builder left somewhere? I don't think so. Except the one up there. So we're going to have to buy one, probably. You're going to skip a turn. You're going to skip the next turn as well. I'm not going to put him to sleep for the simple fact that I will probably forget about him. Alright, he wants me to be religious. A fat chance of that. Progress towards class struggle. Oh, that would be good for communism, I think. Right, skip 1 more turn, and the next turn we will build our oil well. As for Ottawa, we have +1 amenity. At that point, we can start ignoring that. The St. Basil's Cathedral will be nice, and actually we can build it here. So that's what we're going to do. As for Toronto, we don't need to build a power plant. We can go an archaeological museum, but we don't have access to archaeologists yet. Let us send 8. Just the once. And now we're at -5. Why are we now at -5? That doesn't make any sense. Alright, oh, let's build a builder in Quebec City. It's going to be a little bit faster than here. Actually, though, it's going to take them 2 extra turns to get up here probably, but doesn't matter. Let's see what else we can do. We could build a workshop in that time. Provide some extra production. And I guess at this point it should also produce culture. Right? Why are we not getting information? There we go. And just as I see that, it moves. It's a little bit strange. One of these should be providing us with culture, at least I think, right? Or maybe it just doesn't show up over here. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Engineering is the art of directing the great sources of power in nature for the use and convenience of man.
Alright, also gives us access to battleships, so it's pretty cool.
Nature, as manifested in tribalism and nationalism, provides the momentum of the machinery of human evolution.
Okay. Oh well, I guess that's just for on land. Not the sea. I was mistaken. Do we have anything on land? I don't think so, actually. It's all in the water. Alright, so again, then I guess we can build something else, another improvement. Let's improve, let's build a lumber mill over there. And we'll attack that ship. As for technology, let's see what we get access to. Radio, aluminum, seaside resorts. Provides tourism equal to the tile's appeal. Can only be built on coastal desert, coastal plains, or coastal grassland. Minimal appeal of breathtaking. Wow. Broadcast center. Ooh, that would be pretty nice. Stepwell doesn't really help us. We can ignore sanitation for now then. +1 production from the lumber mill improvement. Oh yes, actually, we have a lot of lumber mills. That would improve our production quite significantly. And let's go with conservation, because it gives us access to the Mountie, which is our unique unit. Awards 3 envoys, allows the building of national parks and the purchase of naturalists with faith. And we have a lot of faith that we're not doing anything with, so that would be beneficial. Alternatively, let's just have a quick look. Class struggle. Communism. Yeah, I don't know. Like, if we wanted to go for that, we would have to have this one, unrevealed, scorched earth, this one, and then class struggle. But let's go with conservation first. We have not a governor title. Yeah, we're not doing that one again. Let's do curator for Pingala. Actually, how are we doing on great works? We don't have that many. In Toronto though, that is where Pingala is. So we could actually do the Blazing World into Toronto as well, because then that would benefit us a little bit more. Definitely space for more great writing. Let's see, military academies, seaports and renaissance walls generate +2 science. That's pretty good. I think we're going with force modernization though. Anything else you want to slot out? Engineers are pretty great, but let's do great writers. Maybe we can slot that one out and slot something else in that is useful to us, like great artist points. Of course, that one is gentle. Oh, we have discovered oil. Oh, that's, yeah, okay, that's not new. We already know that we have oil there. Oh, come on. Mongolia blocks it with a trebuchet. For just that one turn though. Ooh, that guy needs to heal up. Let's move back. You're going to move over here. That is good stuff. We have a lumber mill improvement, I think that was, yeah, happening over there. You're going to be over here. Then we have a privateer. That's good stuff. We are going to move you over here. Could upgrade you into a submarine if we had gold. which we don't, but we're putting you to sleep. Hold on 1 second. Kenneth, another promotion. Disrupt rocketry. Okay, that is always a good one to have in case anyone is ahead of us with that. Must be on a tower with a name. Okay, there we go. The assembled captains all report the ships ready to weigh anchor as the world's first fleet is ready for action. Alright, so that one now consists of 2. And we get a great writer, Mary Shelley. Very welcome as well. We need to build something on Montreal, which I think should be the seaports. +2 gold on all coast tiles for the city. Actually, that is pretty good. +2 food, +2 gold, +1 housing, +1 great admiral point per turn. Yeah, it's fine. But overall, it's a pretty decent improvement. In Winnipeg, though, we could go with a harbor, which takes us 12 turns to make. We could do it over here for +2. Or we could just go for stock exchange, +4 gold, +7 gold when powered, which this city is not, but gets us great merchant points. I'll go for that one first. And as for Brantford, campus is recommended, theater square is recommended. I think we're going to go with a harbor though. Yeah, one of these two would be the best. I guess we'll build it over here. As for Mary Shelley, you can go over here and write
I beheld
Frankenstein.
the wretch, the miserable monster whom I had created.
In high school, actually. I'm Dutch, but I read it in English for English class. And because it was so advanced, according to the teacher, she gave me... like, everyone had to do these book reports, but I could take the time of 3 book reports just for this one book. And I was actually already pretty good at English at the time, so I didn't have as much trouble with Frankenstein as she expected I would have. So it was a good time for me. Huh, weird. Scored, competition completed. That seems weird because it's still there. It says 23 more turns. They have world's first fleet, great person recruited. Let's go to the next turn. We have about 8 more turns to go. Alright, the industrial era ends in 10 turns, so that's good to know. We can write another book. Let's do it in Quebec City. Now our spy, let's send him somewhere else. Let's send him towards Rome this time, actually. Can we send him to Rome? Apparently not. Huh. Well, we know where he is. That's strange. We'll send him to Dumfries. Sterling, no. Actually, then we're just going to go back to Krakow. We haven't been greatly successful here, but we'll keep trying. Now, Toronto. Archaeological Museum, the Hermitage, Taj Mahal. +1 era score from historic moments earned after this wonder is complete. If that moment is usually worth 2 or more era score, must be built next to a river. It's not the greatest. Ruhr Valley. It's pretty nice. Mont Saint-Michel is a place I actually went in real life. It's very cool, but doesn't benefit us here. Maybe a builder. As for Vancouver, we're not doing that. I guess medieval walls would be okay here, but maybe actually let's go for the seaport, because the seaport is a pretty good building to have. Quebec City. Doing pretty well. Huey Teocalli. +1 amenity from entertainment for each lake tile. There's 1 amenity there. It doesn't benefit us that much. Alright, we are actually ahead of everyone. For now. That can change in the future, but let's go medieval walls over here, I guess. We'll move that over here. You're going to move over there, and that does take 3 turns, like I kind of suspected it would. It's a bit more, actually, than what I thought, but... Alright, we are friends. We'll establish that thing, and let's see, I don't know. Let's do a religious alliance. For 3 gold extra. Why not? As for you... still no, huh? Can we make a deal with you? Let's see, diamonds for Mercury. Maybe he likes us a little bit more after we've been trading. Ah, there we go. He does. Alright, let's see. I'm going to move up here. We're going to settle our city. We are sure. And Guelph becomes the first settlement of Laurentia. Alright, and we got, of course, our free builder. We will spend some money on buying a monument. And actually, I think we're going to spend some money working our way towards Wales, or at least buying this tile, which we can, and then probably the cultural spreading of our tiles will prioritize the Wales. At least that's what I'm hoping. And then let's work on a granary. Right, we would need 4 more era score until we go into a golden age, which would be super nice if we could manage it, actually. Right, St. Basil's Cathedral still working well.
The best steel
working hard.
Doesn't always shine the brightest.
Like, I don't want to move too close. Ah, okay, it's not really that great of a guy. All right, we have a builder. We could build a Cahokia Mount over there. Actually, we haven't done that as much as we probably should have been doing. Computers. Plus 25% tourism across your empire. Actually, you know what? Let's go for it. Just for the tourism benefit. And then actually at that point we might as well build an archaeological museum, even though we don't have archaeologists yet. But as soon as we are able to...
This intelligence brought us back from the prospect of paradise, held out after the lapse of 100,000 years, to the pain and misery at present existent upon Earth.
Alright. Anything else? I don't think so. We're moving on to the next turn. Alright, so what are we improving next? The mine, for sure. We're going to be safe. We're going to be repairing our farms. Field cannon, do we really need a field cannon? You could go into artillery if we had oil. Musketmen cannot be improved yet, but let's make a core just to make them a little bit stronger and of course easier to manage. You could actually be over here for no particular reason. Well, we have the first core and that also provides us with an era score. That is good. Very good. Let's see, we need 7 turns, about 9 turns to finish the St. Basil's Cathedral. Now, we cannot improve the speed of that unless maybe we have a trade route that finishes up and that we can send to Ottawa and then send it somewhere else for more production. And that would be super nice, but I don't think that's happening. Ooh, battleship. That's pretty cool. Oh, and that gives us 2 era score. Before, coal was merely a curiosity of scholars. Now our battleship wields it as a weapon for the first time in the world. Alright, doing well. Chicoito. What are we going to work on? A campus? I guess money would be good. A commercial hub would do nicely for us. We're not building it here because I wanted to have a triangle. We can do a triangle of food here. This is actually a not so great tile that we can improve, which should be pretty good for us. You'll move over here. Fortify. And now we just need one more era score. How are we doing on great people? Great artists. I don't think, yeah, 11 great artist points earned this turn, so iffy. What we could do, we do have a lot of faith. We could try to buy it out with faith. That's something I barely ever look at, but it is a possibility. And we cannot spend it on anything else for now, and it would send us into the great, a glorious age. Alright, let's build that thing. Oh, we do have the one, but now we have two, and I think it's limited to one per city? Not entirely sure. But we can hold on. Maybe we will get to great person before we need to do anything. You're going to rest and repair. You're going to build a mine. You have 2 more actions left in you. You could build one Cahokia mine over there apparently. Maybe not the best of choices, but we'll see. As for Quebec City, a campus could be nice. +3 over here, that's a good campus too. And it's a useless tile otherwise. What could you do again? Grants 1 free copy of a luxury resource. Turtles. Turtles could be nice, actually. Let's spend that guy. Just keeping an eye out. We just need the 1 more era point. And if we don't... Okay, never mind. There we go. Let others say what they will. But the real flourishing of modern era culture began with the discovery of conservation by Canada.
Forest for economic gain is like burning a Renaissance painting to cook a meal.
Alright, so we get free envoys, allows the building of national parks. We can save our faith to buy a naturalist at that point then, which is really good. Now what are you working toward? What are you working on actually? Let us work this tile because I wanted extra food. It's a little bit more important. And the Cahokia mounts, +1 gold, +3 food. Yeah, let's do it. I think it's decent and it will provide future benefits as well. Now then, mobilization, territorial expansion, allows forming 3 identical units into an army or armada. That's pretty good, but since we're not very warlike, I don't care too much about it. We can move towards class struggle actually. Let's just do Scorched Earth, Unrevealed, and then class struggle. Maybe along the way we will see this might be another government, or it might be up here. But anyway, once this is done, we will see what these 2 are, and then we can switch. Alright, as for Toronto, money is good and we are powered, so we can do a stock exchange. That will provide us a lot of extra food or extra money. Here we will gain sources. It's a bit of a wasted turn and effort, but oh well. This would be better to repair actually. Repair. As for city-states, we have 3 envoys. Now we could send 3 to Hattusa. That will probably make us their suzerain over Trajan. We will get extra strategic resources, probably, and we will get +2 science in every university building. Alternatively, no, I think that would be the better way to go. Fez, yeah, that's not helpful to us. We still are the suzerain of this one. Yeah, I think this is the way to go. Alright. That provides us with some more amenities. And now actually, we might want to hold off on finishing the St. Basil's Cathedral. And this should happen 1 turn after we enter the next age. which will be perfect because then we will start off with some error score immediately. Alright, that is finished, and this will be our last turn of the video. We have reached another 25 turns a milestone. Now, Montreal, you're doing really well. We have a lot of production here, a lot of food here. What to do, what to build. We could send aid, I think. Yeah, this guy is ahead of us now, so sending aid would be good. Allows, if we win the aid request, we will get 2 diplomatic victory points. I don't know how many we have at the moment. We are leading in culture and science. By how much? 42 technologies researched. We have 46. We get a lot more science per turn than the rest. Also in culture, actually. 254 culture per turn. Look at that, 200. This guy was ahead of us, but we are gaining on him significantly. Domination victory with Rome. Yeah, that's logical. Religious victory. She's a long way off. And diplomatic victory. Robert the Bruce is leading. They have 7 diplomatic points. We have 4. The Candy City State has given a new quest. And a dedication bonus has been triggered. Alright. So, this is the last episode, or the last few moments of this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please do leave a like and a comment below if you enjoyed this content and wish to see more. And I will see you guys for whatever video I do next.